Hi guys, GT here, and we are back with my top 3 mods of the week series. Now in the 11th episode, we take a look at 3 mods that I've been using over the last week, and we find out what I think of them. So guys, up first is the dense grass mod, and this is a mod that I personally really enjoy. For those of you that weren't aware, I really enjoy the mods that make Skyrim look better, and this dense grass mod certainly does that. So guys, where my character is standing now is usually what the grass would look like. However, with the dense grass mod, as you can see here, there is longer grass that basically looks a lot better. There's like this type of orange grass, there's also these type of ferns here, which I personally think look really cool. And the way this mod has been put together makes it look really realistic. As you can see here, the longer grass is actually moving in the wind. With the addition of this longer grass, you can go and sneak through it, and I'm not really sure if this does protect you from being seen. However, it just seems really cool while you are sneaking through. I must say a really big well done to the maker of this mod, because the grass is really spread out in a natural way, and it doesn't look like it's artificially being put there at all. And if like me, you are a lover of the environmental mods, this mod is an absolute must. The second mod in today's episode is also a pretty immersive mod, and it is the Point the Way mod. And as I'm sure you can tell by the title, this mod is all about pointing the way to destinations through the use of signposts. Now in Skyrim we do already have signposts, but they're pretty lacking on the information that's on them. There does tend to be only really the major cities, however with this mod it adds other places there too. As you can see here, this signpost located by Honningbrew Meadery includes places like Morthal and Helgen, which don't normally feature on the signposts. The Point the Way mod actually adds signposts that were never there before to the major intersections of Skyrim's roads. Try and rob me. Now this mod is absolutely brilliant for those of you that don't like to fast travel. In theory, you wouldn't even need to look at your map either. You could actually navigate the whole of Skyrim just from signposts alone if you stuck to the roads. And I think that's a really cool feature. As with Skyrim, you can get pretty immersed in the game anyway, but if you didn't even need to stop to look at your map, imagine how immersive it could be then. So guys, on to the third and final mod of this week's episode, and it is the Fenrir the Firewolf mod. Now this follower mod is one that I think is really cool, however it is definitely not realistic. But then again, neither is killing dragons and shouting people to death. So in order to get Fenrir, you need to head over to Mistvale Keep in Riften and head on inside. In here we will find a spellbook that lets us summon him. Once inside, you need to go through the first door on your left, which is the wizard's room. And head over to the side of the room here next to the arcane enchanter, and you will find 2 spellbooks on the side here. Right next to the book we need is also a Conjure Familiar book, just in case you need that too. But this one is the one we are interested in, so we'll take that. You'll then find that in the books tab of your inventory and just press X or your equivalent button to use it. You have now learned the spell Fenrir the Firewolf. Now to actually conjure Fenrir, and you need to go to magic, you then need to go to conjuration, and then it will be in that tab there. As you can see, Fenrir the Firewolf is a novice spell and it uses virtually no magicka at all. Simply equip the spell and you are then ready to use it. And as you can see, here appears Fenrir the Firewolf. Now the first thing that strikes you about Fenrir is just how absolutely amazing he looks. However, I can't imagine you'll be doing too much sneaking with him because he does kind of give your position away. So let's go and take this doggy for a walk. The first really good feature about Fenrir is that he lasts for a whole hour. And he is also invulnerable, so he can't be killed, no matter how many times you punch him. This red hot pooch is also not afraid of battle. He is always more than happy to join the fight with you. And he's actually a pretty strong companion too. He does actually lend a hand pretty well. Also, fast travelling is no problem at all. He will always follow you to these places. Now as Fenrir is conjurable, he's not actually a follower, which means that you can have your follower as well as Fenrir. Also, you can use any spell you like other than summoning other creatures whilst Fenrir is active. Unfortunately, Fenrir doesn't have any dialogue, but to be honest, most dogs in the game you can't really talk to anyway, so that doesn't particularly matter. Now as Fenrir is made of fire, he's not particularly fond of swimming, but if you are in shallow water like this, he will always follow you in, completely defying science while he does so. However, the main reason I like Fenrir is just because he looks absolutely amazing. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this week's top 3 mods, and if you would like to download any of these for yourself, I have put the links in the description so you can get them there. Aside from that guys, thank you to every single person that is tuning back in, especially all of my subscribers. If you're not already subscribed guys, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for loads more Skyrim remastered videos. If you are subscribed, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can see when I upload, and hopefully I will see you back here soon.